Hey, and welcome to the show. This show is brought to you by Patreon members like you.
Thank you for being a Patreon member.
As a Patreon member, you get a video of the podcast that we put out twice a month.
Now, on with the show.
Go ahead and hit record there. Red light's on. We're going to come over here and we're going to hit record here. Red light's on there. And then we're going to come up here to where I can grab my mouse where it says start the show. We'll tap go. And so this is what we're going to look at. So remember I was saying, so we have, this is us, and this is the comments here that we stare at. So if you see us kind of looking off to the side, this is where they're all going to appear. And so this is the anxiety as
nobody's
the show.
in here because
everyone's there. So you can stop watching here and go over here. This number is see, the funny thing is this number just sits here at 0, and then it's just going to go.
See, like right there, 6 live viewers. And
no comments, but they're commenting, and it's just boom. So it starts to happen. So we got Andrew, what's up from Kentucky?
Yeah, what's up?
And so this is just gonna start to see as it just kind of pops up.
What's up, Sean? James.
Looks like a rat's nest. It is, but there again, it's 100% portable. So every night this comes apart, and we put it all back away in the drawer over here.
What's up, Donald Aaron?
But yeah, so listen.
And switch.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for checking us out on Instagram. We're here on Facebook now, so this is gonna end. We'll talk to you over here. Head over to Facebook.
Ron, Octavio, Brian, Bobby. Right. James, what's going on, buddy?
Let me hit all the buttons I need to hit on this thing so that I can do
Cali?
stuff. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? I'll move this down a little bit.
You are at 0.
I'm at 0.
That's what I had to say.
Yeah, well, that's my energy level right about now.
Really?
0.
Hey,
Marty Dean is in the house. We got
Irons.
Ada and Marty. That's just too much.
I see Irons.
Facebook Live. Always.
Oh, it's crooked.
Is it crooked? Yeah. All that time I was playing on Instagram took away all the time from adjusting that. All right, what's up from
Carlos?
¿Qué
pasa, brother?
Yep, you. Birmingham? I don't know. Been doing 3 remote starts a day and loving life. Ron, you are a trooper. What camera are you using, Dean? So this is a Canon XC10 that this is filmed on. So when we first started doing live, we used the iPhone and we just put an external microphone into it. So at the time, that was when the iPhone had a mic input and a charge input. And then of course they came out with a new phone and it was going to be a problem. So we were going to have to make sure the phone was super duper charged. And of course it was a phone and it was kind of cheesy. We still use it as a backup when the webcaster doesn't work. So then we bought this Canon. Hold on. Let me get rid of my Boss water.
Okay. What's up, Ryan? What's up, Robert?
I went on to the interwebs and I hunted around what is the best camera to use for webcasting. And the Canon Vivix HFR 800, which is this guy right here, this was a great camera. It has a microphone input, it records, it does everything. The problem we ran into this was when you do hour-long shows and you're at wide angle all the time, the corners start to fringe. So you get some wavy stuff going on in the corners.
It's getting tired.
And then what would happen is the focus would start to hunt a little bit. So it really kind of sucked for that. So then we had to go on the hunt for what camera we could use for doing the live show for an hour.
Yeah.
And so I was like, this is like a hybrid camcorder
Grab the webcaster.
Point and shoot.
Yep.
And
that's the webcaster.
Yeah, you can pull it up. So the thought was that was a little bit better. Damn, the XC10 is no joke price-wise.
Yeah.
Jason, buddy, you know me.
And this is the webcaster that we use. That's the X2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we wanted to make sure when we're doing the show, even though I love it when people say this is the easy show, because all we do is answer questions. You do a live show, buddy. we want to make sure that the show is up to the highest quality possible. All the shows we do, we want to make sure we're giving you the best quality possible. So we also have a Rode microphone. So this whole rig, which if you go and if you head over to Instagram and look on Instagram, I went over the whole rig and how it looks and how it's set up. And I go over each piece and talk all about it. So we did do that on Instagram. What RTA app and mic do you use on the iPad while tuning the system? So we use, hold on, I happen to have my iPad sitting right here.
Look at that.
I know, and it's charged-ish.
Ooh, that's a blast.
So we use the, wow, I'm going to get a workout before I go running tonight.
That's in the top one.
The top one? So audio control makes this guy here. I'll trade you.
Oh my god, dude. Alright, so, yep.
Audio control makes the iTest mic, and then
41.
If you buy the... You can download the audio control app for free.
Yeah, but pay for it because
However,
the ads are kind of annoying.
Yeah, so it's made
it's like $5.
It's made by Studio 6 is the company that makes it, and I believe I have both versions of the app. Hold on.
You probably delete the other one.
No, RTA right there. So it's called the RTA by the RTA by Studio 6. You can use this with anything. So there's a couple beta tools that we're playing with right now that are for other vendors. I probably shouldn't mention that. Anyways, and I like to use this.
Thank you, Ed.
But yeah, you could just plug any microphone into it. If you go into the settings, it has a full, which of course you're not going to be able to see, but it has a full settings section. The Studio 6 Suite. Yeah, what's up? You're welcome, Mel.
What's up, Mel?
It's because I love you, bro. Yeah, it's a camera talk. It's not bad. But the Studio 6 software is what we would. Studio 6 is also the company that makes the speaker pop for your phone. That was the one that we use, as well as that makes the speaker pop app thingy for the phone and whatever. Hold on, let me get over to that.
All right.
Yeah. So anyways, you got it. Okay.
Do you know where is the factory sub location in a 2005 Titan with the Rockford system?
It's under the seat. It's under the driver's seat. The factory sub location? Yeah, it's under the driver's seat. Yeah, I mean, it's a little tiny woofer underneath the whole box underneath the driver's seat. Hold on, let's see. My local shop is having issues trying to figure out. Trying to figure out this issue with my truck. I have a Toshlink connected between a PAC Amp Pro and a Helix DSP. Every time I hit a bump, the amp distortion light on the PGTI 3 606 will flicker red and blue. Ooh, that's weird. Make a popping sound. Everything is secure on the Helix side, the PAC side. Could it be a broken fiber, or is there something that could be overlooked? Mel. Or it could be something loose inside of the amplifier. I mean, there's a possibility that there's something actually in the amp itself that is bad. The question I would ask is I know you have Toshlink, but the simplest way I would test this, if someone came to me with this problem, is I would run RCAs. So I would just drape a set of RCAs, add the fiber cable. I mean, start swapping cables, but I would switch to RCAs just to see if that, if that's it. But fiber cable. Okay, now Ad is yelling fiber cable. So try the fiber cable. I mean, if they haven't already, I would assume that would be the first thing I would switch. So.
All right.
Don't yell at me, Ada.
Fiber
yo,
cable.
I'll catch you guys in a little bit. All right, 10 minutes back to work. Check grounds too.
All right, I need some help with the PAC Amp Pro module. It's a 2016 Ford Explorer. It's not producing a full sub frequency. You think it's a bad module?
How do you know it's not producing a full sub frequency?
Yeah, like. How do you check?
In the PAC part. Yeah, it could be. There again, because on that one, add up maybe the fiber. How do you know it's not? Did you put an RTA on it to see that it's not putting out full range? Because it's three parallel things. The sub output of the Amp Pro isn't a crossed over output. It's a full range output that they just give you volume control for. So it's not like it's got a crossover on it. It's the same as the front. All right, so there's nothing there doing anything. unless something got changed somewhere in the settings. But no, it's not. You should be able to interchange them, and they all sound exactly the same. The only difference is like the sub output is controlled by the volume knob. The front output, same signal, it just has chimes coming through it. The rear has chimes coming through it also. So if you pull out the sub RCA and put it in the front and the frequency response changes, yeah, that's kind of weird. But it should be the same if you pull them out of the front or pull them out of the sub and put them into the front. It should be exactly the same thing.
All right, I got this one. What are your recommendations for a front dash 2015 Silverado? The Morels 2.5
Those are
plus
nice.
the two-way in the doors,
Okay.
or components and mount the tweeter in the dash.
Or get a set. Okay, so it's not all right. Most of the time when we do those, we do a mid bass in the door, tweeter in the dash. Or you could do like now that Kenwood has the affordable Exelon component set, where you get a 6x9 inch mid bass for the door, and you get a 3.5 inch coaxial up for the dash.
Yeah.
That sounds really nice and it's very reasonably priced. Or you have the Illusion Audio 3.5 inch component coaxial. So it's a biampable 3.5 inch that goes up in the dash. That's what Nick Wingate ran in his Chevy Silverado when he won Worlds. Was he had the Illusion Audio 3.5 with the tweeter in the center, and then ran a mid bass. He went with flax mid bass down on the door. So any one of those combinations should do it for you. The nice thing about the high frequency mid range, like you said, the Morel, or there's an Audio Frog, or there's an Audison, they do really well up to a point, and then they just kind of.
I think it's a 2015. It's a 6.5. I don't think it's a 6.5.
Oh, well, okay. So if it's a 6.5, then
I think so.
I mean, when we just did a set of the high frequency 2.5s in a car the other day, and it sounded really, really nice. I was kind of surprised because there again, I like a tweeter, but if you put that's a 3-way set at that point. The whole purpose of the high frequency mid range is you can't do a 3-way set. You do a mid range. I mean, you can if you want. I mean, yeah, I guess you can. I mean, it just depends where you're going to cross over that tweeter. You just have to get everything set up right.
Chad, I'm sorry, man. Probably you have to call. I know probably you call already, but he's been trying to get items from us. It's an F-150 DMX 906 Exelon and the MFT1
Paul
and the Metro RR. So, yeah, you have to
give
call
us a call
again.
tomorrow, and I'll mention it to Paul when I see him.
I will mention that. Yep.
Wow,
39 degrees in Chicago. Ooh.
That sucks. All right, hold on. Is a Rockford Fosgate P504 good enough for a pair of full cal? Yeah, that's a lot of power. Yeah, that'll be plenty of power. What's up, guys? Which install do you enjoy doing the most? Ooh. All right, I'm gonna ask you that one. Which install do you love doing the most? What's up, Angel?
Me?
Yeah, that's you.
What is the most that I like?
Man,
No,
you're the only guy in the room.
I don't know. It's hard right now.
Why is it hard?
Because we do so many.
Yeah, I know, but which ones do you like working on? Or is there anything you like doing?
I don't do everything, man. It's just like...
You're killing me.
No.
Answer the damn phone, Paul. Jeez, right? 58 on Thursday. Ooh. That's you have a hot heat wave coming through, apparently.
Hang on. The F-150 that we're doing tomorrow. That's it.
Oh, give me a break. Hey guys, what's a good replacement speaker upgrade for the JBL 2011 Prius, and where's a good placement for the sub? I don't really want to take away from the back storage. I like laser beams. I like laser beams too, I'm not gonna lie. I'm having a lot of fun with that. I bet you know what this is from, Ada. Bet you can figure out which car that was from. It's fun. Don't have to make them out of ABS now. Anyways, yeah, it was an old one. Jeeps. I don't know. F-150s don't lie. Right.
I love F-150s because like I already know everything.
I don't really have a favorite. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really care.
My car.
So
That's it.
for your JBL system, okay, if you're just gonna replace speakers and add a sub, it's kind of limiting because of the. So you either have to get a speaker that has like a 3 ohm load, or close to the 2 ohm load, which is gonna put you into like some more JBL or Infinity stuff. If you're gonna add amplifiers, then you can go Amp Pro or AR into like a DSR1, or get an AR into the Kenwood 606. And then you can put any speaker you want in the car, all right? And I'm assuming since you're planning on adding a subwoofer, you might want to add an amplifier to power everything and go with some real speakers. For that one, the Kenwood DSP 606 AR would be a really nice little upgrade to it, because you could do a couple different things. You could use the 6-channel amp to power front, rear, and sub. Dean likes Aerostars, right? And then put like a 10-inch in the back. Now, if you don't want to take up a lot of your trunk space and you don't want to get really expensive into like building some form of a fiberglass into the side, check out the downfiring enclosures. Like Pioneer has a downfiring enclosure. Kenwood has a downfiring enclosure. Who makes the downfiring box that we carry? What is that? Q-Power. Q-Power makes a Rhino lined in the Q-Bomb series, which is a 10 or 12-inch downfiring. I think Scar even makes a downfiring 10 or 12-inch enclosure. The nice thing about those is they're only about this tall, and it's only about that wide. And you just set them, and then you can set stuff on them, so you still keep your trunk space, because you can still put your groceries on them, your bowling ball bags, your soccer crap, your chairs. They can all go on top of them. The nice thing about the Q-Bomb one is that it's Rhino lined, so it can get wet and damaged and all that other fun stuff. But the little 6-channel, at that point, you could go all Kenwood. You could do a whole Kenwood system, because Kenwood has a downfiring stuff too. All right, there you go.
All right, thinking of upgrading my Pioneer Z-Series components and coaxials in the back. Will the Milli Pros be louder or the same? It's 100 watts per. Yeah, I'm gonna say they will be better. Milli Pros, definitely.
Okay. I worry about the Kenwood 606 DSP because its controls look like app only. What happens when they stop supporting the app? It is app only. Hey man,
check the software.
Exactly. What happens when they stop supporting the software? And that's a valid thing. I don't know. I mean, I would assume that they're not going to discontinue the app and then discontinue the app and the app in the same day, because there'd be a lot of dealers that would be wanting to kill them, because we still have them in stock and we still use them all the time. I mean, we're one of the Bill will tell you, we're one of the only dealers that orders that product and really understands what it does and likes it, because it's nice. It does the job really, really well. So I mean, I wouldn't lose sleep over that. It's just not gonna stop.
All right. Any issues with the DMX 9906S? Just install, install, I think. Front camera, and randomly turns itself on. Okay.
Say that again. You lost me. I
lost myself.
Okay. What's up, fellas? Yes, they are.
9906. Just install
9906.
Yeah, DMX, install it, and install the front camera.
Okay.
And randomly turns itself on.
The front camera randomly turns itself on?
I'm gonna say the camera or the radio. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the camera. I think
I'm gonna say the camera.
No.
That doesn't make any sense, because there's actually nothing to feed the front camera wire. Like there is no front camera trigger. The only way to turn on the front camera is to physically hit the button and have it put. That's a weird one. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I've never seen that one before. Using a cheap sealed box for my Morel 10-inch sub, would spending more money on box make a difference? Yeah, 80% of the sound, and there's a fake number, but 80% of the sound comes from the box. If you like the sealed box sound and you want a nice pretty box, check out Frostbite Boxes at frostbitebox.com. They're a show sponsor. I'm gonna get one for my Morel sub. I just gotta make the call. But yeah, they make some really pretty boxes. It's in the Maestro settings. Okay, I'm assuming you're talking about the front camera thingy. Oh, right.
What?
Can you, okay, on the Kenwood, I think you can have it automatically flip the front camera on after the rear camera's been on for 5 seconds. So like after you've gone to reverse and you go into front, it automatically pops the front camera on for a predetermined amount of time. There's like 1, 3, and 5 or 3, 5, and 10 seconds.
Okay.
And then it goes away. That's in the settings for the radio. That's right. I forgot about that because when I had the backup camera on, I'd put it in forward and it'd flip my screen over and think the front camera. Yeah, so you can do that in the settings. Check those settings for the front camera and see if that's turned on. That'll do it. Hello from Oregon. Good call, guys. See? Look at that. Want to upgrade my speakers in my 2015 F-150. I was thinking X Series. Ooh, that's a nice setup. We've done that before. Worth the price? Have you heard them? I mean, the X Series is a wonderful speaker. It is fun to get that tweeter up. No, no, that tweeter doesn't have a back. That one's okay. No, it was kind of fun because it is a bigger tweeter, but it will fit. We've done them in there. Yeah, I mean, X Series is a wonderful speaker. There's no doubt about it. Give it some power. They do need some power.
Yep.
It's a big tweeter, man, so it's gonna want some juice.
All right.
Yeah.
I just ordered the Kicker KS speakers to replace my stock speakers and my 2008 RAM. With the 7...
You're getting a, hold before you say it, you're getting a Molotov.
This weekend, yeah, man.
They got a live album, kick ass. So check it out. Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
All right, 7 speakers Infinity, factory system. Put in the Kenwood 6906, doubled in, want to amplify them. What do you recommend for amplifier?
So we want to amplify the factory speakers?
No, the KS.
Oh.
So it's taking the Infinity system out.
Taking all the Infinity system out, new radio.
Put in KS.
We're going to put in all new KS.
Correct. I mean, you have the KS. I would go with the
6-channel? KX amplifier?
KX amplifier, you know.
404?
Oh, totally.
404? Yeah, 404. Unless you want to go active, and then you go green.
Yeah.
You get the 6-channel. But...
Hey, Carlos.
We just did a full KSK series red. They call them the red stripe. We just did a full red stripe system a couple weeks ago. Not you, Siri.
Just a sec.
Really?
Just a second.
We just did a full red stripe system where we did full KS up front. We did the 404. We did the 801, and it was pretty awesome. Hey, from Manchester. Lots of what would you do here tonight?
Oh man.
It happens. I mean, it happens.
If I miss a question, guys, sorry. You can type it again.
The KX 805.
Yeah.
Because he wants to have a sub later. Good call on that one.
Hi,
I was
Jen.
just thinking if he wants to go big sub. Jen, what's going on, man?
Yeah.
But no, yeah, the XK or KX. Geez, red slash 805.
Yeah, red line. All red line.
Dean, they sound like the Red Hot Chili Peppers and the Beastie Boys collaborated in 1986. All right, we'll play some tomorrow. I got iTunes music, so we can play anything we want. Maybe we'll play that while we're working on the car. Well, if we get a chance to play music, but yeah, we'll definitely get a chance this week.
Oh yeah.
Okay, hold on. What is this one? Moving my Kenwood deck from my C5. 99 Trans Am need to split the remote antenna wire to power 3 Alpine amps and power mat. Does the Kenwood at 300 milliamps? It sounds like you're asking, should you add a relay? And the answer is yes, you should add a relay. It's enough to power 1 relay, and 1 relay is going to be enough power to turn on a ton of stuff. So add that.
You look tired.
I am
tired. I'm tired, man. I'm tired.
All
right, going to put the Morel Virtus 602s in my 2015 Silverado. I'm going to use the Pro with the audio control.
Ask it again, Talon.
I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
LC6 1200. What are your thoughts on going active?
Yeah.
Active,
totally go active.
I said it.
I'm going to use an Amp Pro with a audio control. Yeah. LC. I mean, personally, if it was me, I would get the D6-1200. If I'm thinking about going active, I want the D6-1200 because I want the crossover that comes in the D6-1200. If you're gonna go active, you really need that 24 dB slope. You're gonna need a DSP somewhere. Crap, it's long. See if you can find Talon's question somewhere buried in the phone. TSI Talon. See if you can find that way back there somewhere.
That's crazy.
But you're going to want that 24 dB per octave slope, and you're going to want that adjustment. So the D is more money, but the D is still cheaper than going with an outboard DSP and the LC 611200. So might be worth it. Okay. You guys like the XD amps? Yeah, yes, I like the JL Audio amps. We don't sell JLs, you guys know. That doesn't mean I'm a hater. It's not like I'm sitting here and say I don't like. There are certain there's products that we carry that I don't like, and we just don't do them. But it's not like I love the whole line, but there are products in the line that I respect a lot and enjoy. And the amps are one of them. I like that. I like the Fix 88. Big fan of that. So yeah. It's gone.
No. I think he replied to someone. He said go with the KS 800.5 because he wants a sub later.
Do you sell the Idea Maestro RR2? And it's not available yet, Shane. The RR2 is not out yet. Have you guys done a 2019 F-150? Only can bust behind the radio. What did you guys use for the factory integration? I have 2 Memphis. So yes, we've done a 2019 F-150. We use the Access T-harness. It's the same one that was for the 2018. The biggest problem you run into is the stop-start feature if you have the smaller motor. If you have the 2-liter motor, it's got stop-start, totally sucks, bypass it. Immediately bypass it. Buy a bypass. Buy the metric, go online, find one of the memory minders. Don't do any of the, I mean, if you're a 4-scan guy, you could do that too. Whatever works, but bypass the stop-start because having a stereo with that is just a nightmare. Also, what was I going to say about that?
All right, quick.
That's it.
All right. It's not like we don't like JL. JL make good stuff. We just don't sell
I thought I covered the JL thing.
No.
Okay, hold on. 2017 Mazda 3 kicker old school stuff. SS MB8 in the doors. Ooh, wow. 35 to 350 S6s. I think it's 50 to 275 in the SS. Tweeters 27. Ooh, wow. All active. Would it be worth it to run R3 in the stock dash location or run them wide open from 350 plus, or would they just muddy the stage up too much? Man, I'm going to say just leave it alone.
Oh, really?
Doors 35 to 300. That's a lot. Wow, that's impressive. Yeah, okay. So, what? Kicks? What do you need? Yeah. 50.
Mazda 3 kicks old school.
Yeah, so he's got doors, kicks, and he's got them up in the dash. Super tweeters 270 plus up in the. Man, I don't know why you would need them. I mean, to me that sounds like it's a pretty thorough coverage. Man, I mean, if you just want to go 4-way, I guess you could do it, but I don't really think you would need it personally. That's just me. I think you're okay. That's pretty impressive stuff, though. Wow, way to get that all in there. Do you know when it'll be released? No, Shane, I don't. I don't know if they're waiting for CES or what they're waiting for. I can find out. I'll ask Mark next time I talk to him, and then we'll do it on like a 5 minutes 5-star. We'll tell about it. Or if I talk to him all this week, I'll let you know Saturday. Would Milli Pros be another high sensitivity speaker be louder on the same power 100 watts than the Z's? So Milli Pros and the Z's would probably be a little louder, but they would not be in comparison sound quality to the Milli Pros.
Correct.
Milli Pros will spank them like redheaded stepchild.
They were better.
They're a better speaker. It's just a better speaker. The Z's are loud and they sound good, but they do not sound as good as Milli Pros.
I don't think the R2 it's up yet.
No, I've covered all that.
So yeah.
All
right.
Yeah, that's what I was just answering while you were just staring at your phone. Hey guys, hope custom. Okay. Yeah. The custom link was helpful. Shell mount subs, the JL 350 piece or Alpine 600 piece. For that one, I'm going JL. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna go JL on that one for shallow for sure.
If it fits, it ships.
Yeah. McNulty, yeah.
What's up, man?
Can you do a video showing how you cut into speaker wires when using an Amp Pro for a Dodge Challenger with the Harman Kardon? I'm not going to cut into the speakers when I'm doing an Amp Pro and a Dodge. I'm going to buy their T-harness. They have a T-harness now. You don't have to cut nothing. All you have to do is buy the T-harness with the Amp Pro. So you can buy the Amp Pro, you can buy the T-harness. So it's like a model number, so you can go on their site and check it out. It's going to start with APH So it's going to be like an APH-CH something. And then that'll just, boom, plug it right in. 2014 Dodge Durango factory integration. That's going to be, if anything, it's going to be the Ampro CH41, maybe Mark II. Or it's going to be the, what is that? The DCH3 from, DCH3 and a DSR1 from iData.
Alright, hey guys, can you show how to install a double DIN in an older F-150 early 2000s? I put a double DIN and it looks terrible. I want to know how to make it look better. Keep the gray board, the work.
Early 2000s.
Yes.
We've done that.
Yeah.
We've done that. There's a video. We've done all that. We have a video up there showing you how to make the kit so that it fits in and looks perfect. Yeah. I think it's under a F250. So search like making a radio look good in F250 or something like that. But yeah, we've already done that. It's in the install diaries. But the title is like how to do that. So we've done that one. All right. I guess it's not compatible to my year of Challenger. Really? They're all it's all the same harness. They haven't changed that harness. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Buy the yes, I think there is different harnesses and they just finally figured that out on yours. But if you buy the no, you need a T-harness. They're coming. I know they're coming because he came by and he bought a bunch of harnesses the other day. They bought all the iData harnesses so they could make all the harnesses because there's like a 10 speaker and like a 14 speaker harness for them. So it's like it's the same harness, they're just pinned wrong. So you can get the current harness that they have for that, it's just not going to be pinned right. So they have new harnesses that they're working on for they thought there was one harness. Amp thought there was just one harness, and iData, of course, knew there was different harnesses. So iData has, yes, the 19 speaker stereo, correct. That's the one they're working on. So you can buy the current one, but it's not going to have all the things where they need to go. But yeah, it's coming. So there'd be no point in us making a video because it is coming.
All right, so the LC61200, you say the D. The reason why is because he already have the LC1200. So what kind of DSP do you recommend?
Well, just get the DM608 or the DM810.
A10.
Yeah, I mean, if you need the channels, go with the DM810.
Yeah.
If you've got the LC, that's cool. But the 608 will do the job. It's 6 in, 8 out. So I would get the 10. Was it a 3-way set or a 2-way set?
I think it's a 2-way set.
If it's a 2-way set and you're doing like
602s, yeah.
So you're doing get the 608. That way you can do the front active, rear, sub, center, whatever you want. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I will wait a little longer. Thanks. I'm so sorry, Mopar, Dwayne. I know. But they came up the other day to pick up the because iData has it, but theirs doesn't retain the factory amplifier, so you need to be able to plug the factory amplifier back in. So it's like, yeah, it kind of sucks.
All right.
But I thought it was the same harness. It's just pinned differently. I don't know.
Could you explain how to connect the center channel and sub out from the AP4GM61 to the ACD61200? The audio control D61200. Watch your video on the several times and looks like you connect one to sub left and the other sub right and no Y connectors.
Yeah. So here's the deal. The center channel output and the subwoofer output, like we were talking about earlier when we were talking about the Amp Pro. Okay, it's the same signal all the way across. The only difference is the volume control using. So every channel is full range output out of an Amp Pro. Okay, it's a full range output. If you're going to be using the subwoofer volume control, you have to make sure you just use like channel 5, which I think is just the one that says subwoofer. We just plugged the RCAs in. We actually didn't use the center output. We just plugged it in because it was there. We only used 5 input on the amplifier input, and then that fed that input, because on the D series amplifiers you can turn on, you have the choice God, I gotta pull the software out because off the top of my head I don't. Oh wait a minute, hold on. So, but yes, so we just plugged it in because we had that extra RCA. We didn't actually use it, and I know I probably should have mentioned that in the video, but I didn't. Because it wasn't going to hurt anything by plugging it in, and then we would just had to strip an RCA apart. Do I not have? Oh,
which one?
No, I have the DMRCA. I don't have the. Do you have the? Is your iPad charged?
Which
I was looking for the audio control software, just the app. I don't have that downloaded on here because I never thought.
All right, check this one real quick, Dusty.
Dusty, I have a Hertz 6x9s in the front doors and 6.5s in the rear. I find they sound okay, but the tweeters are a bit loud. I have some Milli Pro Legend 6.5s on my Harley Road Glide. I'm thinking about removing them from the Harley and trying them in the truck, or just gonna buy a set of Focal 3-way flax. What would be better? Not the Focal 3-way flax. If you find that the tweeters are really loud, the flax are going to be louder. So I'm guessing. So those are the coaxials. No, you don't have it on yours. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Nope.
All right, I don't have.
I have the DMRTA. That's it.
Okay, me too. So attenuation would be cool. None of those speakers that you have for the Hertz give you any form of attenuation, and that's why they're going to be loud. Going to the Milli Pros in there. You know, if you have the external tweeter, you can control the volume of the tweeter because they have attenuation built into it. On the coaxials, they have no volume control for those things, so you can't turn them down. So you actually have to go into the sound settings for the radio and EQ them down, which may or may not be a good thing. The flax is going to be even brighter than the Milli Pros Legends and also the ECXs. So if you want something that goes totally the opposite way and brings that volume down and makes the tweeter a little bit more tolerable, maybe look at the Morels, because that's what they're made for.
Yeah. All right. I'm looking.
Yes, I have, Victor.
All right. I'm looking to put 12 subs in my 2007 Dodge Ram.
Yes, it does, Jeremy. Use it all the time.
Under the back seat, what is the biggest cubic inches space can you do?
Underneath the back seat of a Dodge Ram?
I mean,
I've never really sat there and measured it, but yeah, that's the Fox Acoustics box.
Fox Acoustic box. Check that out.
Yeah, if you just want to make your life easy, pick up the Fox Acoustic box. It'll go underneath the back seat.
Definitely, and you can fit a regular woofer in there. Yeah. Audio tool, pay app, and pretty good speakers pop. Yeah.
Yeah, that's speaker pop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's the laser. It's off.
Frost disagree.
Disagrees with what?
Yeah, with the energy. 6x9 are louder than the flax, in my opinion. There you go. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the whole idea is if the tweeter is loud and shrilly and bright, and he doesn't like a loud and shrilly tweeter, then going with the which amp was that? Which amp was it that we were asking about?
The 6, yeah.
The D612?
I think it's the LC.
Or was it the... Well, no.
Well,
this is the other question when they were talking about the Chevy.
That was a Chevy. Huh.
Alright, so...
I don't know which one.
Well, the D61200.
Yeah, the GM61.
Yeah. So this doesn't give me the ability to do what I want. So 6 and 7, 5 and 6. Yeah. So summing output, channel name. Yeah, it doesn't. I thought it did. Either way, we didn't use the subwoofer volume control on that center channel, so it's not like it's an upmix center channel. But we didn't use it anyways because we just did it back at the amplifier. That's strange. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that on that.
Okay. So,
okay. Yeah.
All right. CJ, I have a 2005 Chevy 1500 crew cab, and I'm looking to get more bass. Will be able to get away with enough bass from the aftermarket door speakers.
What kind of car?
It's a Chevy 2005.
Oh, 6. No, you're not gonna get any bass out of that. They're gonna get more bass.
I mean, if you change it for the Kenwood 7-inch,
yeah, you could get the 7-inch Kenwoods,
you're gonna get
bass
some,
by 9s,
yeah,
or mid-bass monsters.
yeah.
Obviously, roadkill, way to go there.
Yeah,
fast rings. Or if you just get into the first tier Exelon 7-inch, those come with all the foam that you need. You just got to add a little bit of roadkill to it. They also come with the brackets and everything like that. It's really the best deal in town when it comes to that. The hardest part is the tweeter's kind of big, but it will still fit up behind that factory tweeter if you want to go there. They do make it in a coaxial and a component version, but check those out. I want at least the effects from, let's say, a sub-inch woofer. That's not going to happen. Because from an 8-inch woofer, yeah, that's not going to happen.
Okay, so this is cool. Dean, how do you possibly remember all this stuff?
It's all I do for a living. 2018 preset Prius non-JBL, best way to correct the factory setting before going into my tweak. Well, that'd be a fix. So I would get a fix and a tweak. So
well, that's
it's
like,
non-JBL.
Yeah,
so get the fix and then get the tweak, and then you're all set.
Jason said that, yeah. He will correct the signal with a fix, yeah.
Yeah, fix, then a tweak, and then good. Or just...
So fix it and then tweak it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or just get a DSP that has just get a DSP that has pre-equalization built into it. But it's the same thing. I mean, if you VXI amplifiers will do that for you. If you're a JL fan, those have de-equalization as well as equalization. So those will work. So is the it just depends what kind of amps you're going to be using, I guess. Yeah. The Helix stuff has that as well. Input EQ, yeah, input EQ, exactly. So like the audio control has equalization, but they don't have, it's all on one, so it's like their DEQ is also their EQ, whereas some DSPs have a full DEQ section. So like if you get into like the Forza, a lot of the Helix stuff, the ARC stuff, those actually have de-equalization EQs that are just made to do that, which is what the fix is. And then they have EQs, which is like what the tweak is. So JL decided that they weren't going to make just one badass DSP other than in a VXI amplifier. And that's why you can buy just the fix, or you can buy just the tweak, or you buy them both together. And then you have a complete factory add-on DSP. So, yeah.
All right. So, how do the passive crossover works? For example, two 4-ohm speakers, tweeters, and the woofer are connected, and the output ohm load is still 4 ohms.
Yeah, because that's what the caps, coils, and resistors are for. So I have the easiest one I have access to is this one. So designing crossovers is an art. There's no doubt about it. You can get different applications to do that. But if you look inside, like see this big white thing right here, that's a resistor. But these caps and coils also have ohm loads and resistances to them. Resistance to them as well. Ohm load is the same thing. They have resistance to them as well. So when you're building a crossover, adding up the resistance of these caps and coils are what allow us to keep those same frequencies. So you have an end result, which is, let's say, 4 ohm or 2 ohm or 4.4 ohm, and you build your crossover with the appropriate pieces in order to get that same ohm load output. Most tweeters aren't necessarily 4 ohm. A lot of them are 6 ohm. So it just varies on what you're trying to do, but these will change that for you. And then, of course, you have a 6, 12, 18, 24 dB slope. Most passive crossovers are going to be 12 dB slope, which means you have a cap and a coil for each component that's inside of it. That'll give you a 12 dB slope, whereas just a cap or just a coil is a 6 dB slope. There is tons of funness on the internet where you can learn how to build passive crossovers, and of course there's big books. I have one about the size of a phone book at home for making passive crossover networks. It's something we used to do a long time ago, back like when the Orion 225 HCCA that Jason gave us on the wall over here for my birthday. Thank you, Jason. Will go down to half ohm, and you'd put a whole stereo on it. You'd build big passive crossover networks in order to achieve that. It's kind of a lost art anymore, but home audio cabinets still use giant passive crossover networks in order to get that nice sound. You can use them. You can even add delay if you want. It's a fun thing.
Do some DSPs just sound better than the others?
That is affirmative. Yes, they do. And I can't stress this enough. Some DSPs suck. Some DSPs suck less. Prime example of that. Let's just put it in comparison here. Okay, so not to knock any brand because I really don't care. At the end of the day, as long as the DSP works for you. So this is the DSR1. We've talked about it probably a dozen times on the show already. This is a $270 8-channel DSP. It'll work AR, it'll work high level, it'll work low level. It's 4 channels of input only. That's it. Does it sound good? Yeah. Is it the best thing in the world? No. Okay. Compare that to this guy here. So this is a Helix Mini DSP, okay? It has 4 channels of input, only has 6 channels of output. Does it have a better processor on it? It's made out of aluminum to reduce heat and keep out stray RF and stuff like that. Is this a better processor? Yeah, it's also double the money. Now, take that one step further. This is an ARC Audio DSP amplifier. This has an 8-channel DSP with a 0.1 output, so it's technically an 8.1 you could call it, okay? This is exponentially more money and exponentially has a better DSP processor built into it. Not only because, one, it's an amplifier, so they know that they have to build in tons of shielding and protection and discrete circuits so that the two don't mess with one another. Is this going to sound better than a DSR1? I'm going to go yes. So there are better DSPs than others, and that's just the thing. I have an audio control. I could have grabbed that too, but I didn't. AX DSP sucks. You said it, not me. Not that I'm not disagreeing with you, but they watch the show and they yell at me. So, anyways, the deal is you get what you pay for. You know, we had the the Dayton DSP. It's the only DSP I've given away. Absolutely did not like it. Didn't sound good. Didn't like the app. Didn't like anything about it other than the price. It was cheap. Some guys love it. There again, if you love it, that's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to like something I like. It's perfectly okay. I just didn't like it. He didn't like it in his car, so we took it back out and we put the DSR1 back in. And then, prime example is so right now he has the Zapco in there. And that sounds way better than the DSR1. I mean, it's like, wow, the stage just went really wide. When we had Sajeki's Audi in here, he was the audio control rep, and they are no longer the audio control reps. They parted ways. He had a DM810 in there. We took the DM810 out and we put a DSR1 in. And after about a week of listening to it, I said, hey, man, well, what do you think? And he goes, okay, like, it's not, the stage is not as wide. You can tell there's just something that just doesn't sound as full as when I had the DSR1. Some people like cheap food. Hey man, when I was eating cheeseburgers, McDonald's cheeseburgers were my favorite.
It's nothing wrong.
I just don't eat cheeseburgers anymore.
I have a Pioneer 8200 NEX and my 2007 Dodge Ram, and I was looking to put the bigger screen in the dash. Wonder if that can be done. Also, what radio do you recommend?
For a Dodge Ram, bigger screen?
Like to flush in. Flush it in.
What year's the Dodge Ram?
2007. I'm a Pioneer fan.
So go with the 8-inch Pioneer.
8-inch. I don't think it's gonna be. Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of work, but I mean, there you go.
If that's what you want, just Pioneer. Yeah.
Bitches.
Also, Alpine.
Jeremy, he says Dayton DSP is the only one that broke bitches like me can afford.
Oh wow.
There again, man. Here's the thing. Personally, to me, we'll get back to that. Personally, to me, having a DSP, no matter what brand is on it, being able to at least wrap your head around it and figure it out, start playing with it, to me is way more important than the name that is on the box. Getting it in your hands and starting to use it, understand it, and figure it out is 100% better than just sitting there and going, no, man, I don't need one of those. No, man, I'm cool. No, man, my stuff sounds good. Screw all that. Get it, play with it, because it still has the 4 things that make a DSP in my mind, or in our minds as it is, which is independent level control, time delay, crossover, channel equalization. It's got all 4 of those things that every DSP you're going to buy in the future is going to have. So as long as you can understand those 4 things, everything else is just going to be gravy. So run the Dayton, have some fun with it, and then, you know, when you're ready to upgrade, you'll understand what it means to buy the more expensive one. Because, you know, if you just jump out of the gate and you buy a Bit HD or the Helix Monster, you're not going to know how to use it. It's going to be overwhelming. You're going to spend $1,000 on something and be like, what do I do with it? You know, and how come it just sound amazing out of the box? So grab a Dayton and start playing with it. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Grab a DSR-1, start playing with it. I mean, these are great DSPs to learn on. Just know that they are not the end-all be-all of DSPs. I want the Helix Mini, right? It's so cool. JL Alpine DSP versus JL DSP on sound quality.
Well, depends.
I don't know. I don't know if there's really that big of a difference, to be honest with you. I mean, neither one of them really makes their own DSP. I mean, I don't think. Okay, I'll tell you right off the bat. As much as everyone hates the JL software, I don't. I love it, and it's way easier to use than the Alpine software. That's for sure. The Alpine has a bigger EQ. There again, just because it's got 31 bands of parametric, really? Does it need it? No. You're only going to use about maybe 5, 6 of those if you're lucky, which the JL does. So if I'm playing the game, my first DSP, what do I buy, Alpine or JL? I'm going to buy the JL because it's way easier to understand than the Alpine. But the Alpine has its place because there again, it's 12 channels. The JL is nowhere near 12 channels. So like when we just put it in the cord, we went with that because that was the DSP for the job. And it sounded good, and it fit the bill, and it did everything we needed to do, so, you know.
And that's right, Jason.
Yes, DSPs are tools. Just get one and use it. Bingo. Start playing.
Have you guys installed the JBL-based Pro Hub? Yeah.
That's the woofer, right?
Yeah.
Dude, we got an awesome video on the spare tire subwoofer. It's in the, what do we call that playlist? Install Labs. Go to the Install Lab playlist and search and just look for the JBL Bass Hold Pro. We got like 110 dBs out of that in the back of Fernando's car.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome.
What do you look?
What do you look for in RCA jackets and wires? Because wiring is a big deal in your system too. If you want to know more about RCAs, okay, this show right here that we do on Facebook, we had John Catalano from Amp on. That's why this wall looks the way it does, is because we dressed this up for him. And we talked all about RCAs. So do yourself a favor, listen to it as a podcast, whatever. It's about an hour-long show. And all we did in that show was talk about RCAs, wires, twisted, non-twisted, coax, the whole 9 yards. It's like the RCA show. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. You can search John C. or John Catalano, Amp Pro, RCAs. It was about a month ago. It's an awesome show. It'll tell you everything you want to know about RCAs. Hey guys, what's up?
What's up?
I must have missed that one. It's okay. I don't know if it was a Monday show or a Tuesday show.
I think that was a Tuesday show.
Was it a Tuesday show?
Yeah.
It might have been a Tuesday show, so it might have been off. Did we do it on Facebook?
No. That was a Monday show.
Was it a Monday show?
That was a Monday show.
Didn't we do it on... Was that the show we did on YouTube?
On YouTube, yeah.
That's why you missed it, because we didn't do it on Facebook. We did it on YouTube. So it was like the first Monday we did on YouTube.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so just search... Yeah, it was on YouTube only.
Yeah.
Good call, John. Right, forgot. That was the new... Yeah, we're trying something different. Ears are old, years of power tools and bass. It's getting hard to tune. Look for a reasonable price RTA. Any suggestions? Okay. Reasonably priced RTA. Believe it or not, okay. 2 places you can find RTAs. Right off the bat, if you want to buy something new that's super simple, will do everything you want as far as installation goes. Meaning it'll do anything. It'll do electrical, it'll do audio, it'll tell you voltage output. It's the installation tool. Check out, there again, it's not the cheapest thing in the world, but it is the
DMRTA.
The DMRTA from Audio Control. Okay, grab yours real quick.
Yep.
It's the DMRTA from Audio Control. Now, if all you need to do is audio tuning, then the eye test mic is definitely the way to go. So this is the DMRTA, okay? Now the microphone plugs into here, and this will do everything. This is a full diagnostic for audio, okay?
Yeah.
So
No, you gotta buy this.
You gotta buy this and a cable, but this will do everything installation-wise. Now, if you just need to do audio, like I said, the eye test mic with the iPad is cool. It'll do it. It works great. We use it all the time when we just have to do something quick, and you don't want to set up all the laptops and stuff like this. Now, if you're cool doing a laptop, okay, and you want to just do audio, you want something better than an eye test mic, then go over to Audio Frog and pick up the UMI-1. Okay, this is Audio Frog's little kit that they give you, and the CD that this comes with is worth the $200. Trust me, it's an awesome CD for tuning. But they give you a whole 3D printed headrest mount, the microphone, all the cables to go into, and then what you use is you download some free RTA software. I believe is REW. Is it the REW software? I think so. Anyways, they tell you on there on Audio Frogs. Yeah. So this is like $200. That's gonna be like $800. And then if you're really cool and you keep an eye out on eBay, you might be able to pick up a used PAA3 handheld. This little guy right here. This is the older one. We use this mainly for electrical. It does have a microphone on it. I've never used it for audio purposes because we have all the other stuff. And then they have the new one, which is the X, which is, there again, nice, kind of small screen, and it comes with a microphone here in the back and a cable. So the nice thing about this is you can take this one out of the car and set it down. Finding one of these used is going to be next to impossible, and new, buy DMRTA if you're trying to buy one of these new.
Right. Bring the NTI.
And then I was getting there. And then this is the newest one that we just picked up, which is so cool. This is the NTI Minializer ML1. This is the one Ken Ward recognized. Yeah, Room EQ Wizard REW. Yep. Thank you, McNulty. So yeah. So this one here does a couple cool things. Like it has speaker pop. It has the RCA input along with the XLR, which is cool because we have to convert our XLRs over to RCAs. You just buy an XLR to RCA on Amazon. They're like, $10, whatever. But this has speaker pop track built into it, so you can just, you can do the speaker pop with this. You can do speaker pop with the DMRTA also. So, and that also has the track built into it, so you can RCA into an aux jack, or you can just use your phone, whatever you want. But this is nice. There again. Now, this one is mainly for electrical measurement also, so I don't know if this would fit your bill. I mean, if I had to choose one of these,
I mean, the price
I'm choosing the DMRTA.
Yeah.
Have you played with the NTI piece? I like the NTI piece compared to the PAA3, which is what I was comparing it to only, because it powers up like that, whereas the PAA3, it's like you turn it on, you go drink some coffee, you come back, and it's just booting up. And then if you're doing the PA3X, you turn it on, you go to the bathroom, you walk around the building, and then you come back, and it's just about ready to go.
Chris, what are your thoughts on the Rockford T1 Shallow? Just don't see a lot of hype about them.
No, you probably don't see a lot of hype about them because it's Rockford, and Rockford just wants to talk about cool razors and stuff like that instead of cool subwoofers that they make. So it's an awesome subwoofer.
I love that.
It's phenomenal. It plays really cool. It's got a super bunch of tech in it that there again they don't talk about at all, which is stupid. But hey, can't blame a manufacturer for inventing something cool and then not telling everyone how cool it is, because why would we do that?
Yeah.
It is expensive. Yeah. Okay. 3 times the price though. And?
Yeah.
I mean, you want the best, you pay the best price. Have them all. I mean, that's what we do. Sorry.
I want the 6.
Yeah. And what, the what?
The 6. The PA6.
Oh, shut up. God.
Come on.
Dude, really? All right, guys. All right. So,
all right, man. That's it.
Sergio with full system you recommend. Sergio would like to know what full system you'd recommend for 2013 Camaro, please.
You can do anything.
You can do anything you want. It's a 6.5 with a tweeter and a 6x9 in the back. My system that's eventually going to put in my car, and then of course you have the radio.
Correct.
I like the iData kit, and I have the 906 in there right now. It's pretty awesome. But I'm going to do a full Morel system in mine. It just depends. We've done everything you want in there. It just comes down to budget. You crazy, but you got 6 and tweeter up front, 6x9 in the rear.
Let's go
You can
crazy.
fit 2 10s in the back easily. Super simple. All right, guys, that brings us to the end of the show. Keeper of the time, Jason, is up there. DNF Tool Drawer is a place you can find all the tools we use, such as the meters we just showed you. Patreon is a place you can go to support the show. I know I promised the podcast, and it's up. I just have to actually link over to it, so I'll get that done this week. No problem.
Thank you, Jason.
Teespring/store/5stars, a place you can go to find shirts like this. And we're coming out with a new one that I'm not going to talk about yet, but I'm really excited about this one because it's going to be funny. And I really like to do funny shirts. That's it. It's the week. Check us out tomorrow if we decide to go live with 5 Minutes 5-Star on Instagram. That is not 5 minutes at all. It's a lie. It's a flat out lie.
Change the whole thing.
But yeah, later, dudes. You guys have a wonderful week. If not, we'll see you back on Saturday.
Bye.
Peace out, bro.